What's going on with the other predator, BBW, and her egg sac? I removed the egg sac. BBW is chilling here. She is very happy. She is big chilling. As you can see. Happy and comfortable. Poor girl spent all that energy for nothing. Sad. Listen, you want Black Widow spiderlings in your fucking garage? No, sir. No, sir. What is this?
Oh. Oh my God.
An evil Mario. Thank you so much.
Choices art is essential to life. Also, what's this about groovy robots?
Oh.
I mean, I gotta get people to pay attention to politics somehow. That new chat controlled vibrating butt plug is, I mean, I think it's going to get people to show up for the polls. It's going to get them out to those primary elections.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm literally dying. Oh. Oh.
Wow.
Fuck.
Chat. Arsibian. Man, I'm so quick and funny. The People's Sibian. God, this beer is hitting hard right now. Wolfenstein TV series in development at Amazon from Fallout producer. Okay. I mean, yeah, fuck yeah. Wolfenstein has some cool lore. Also some great like visual elements. Also, who doesn't like to see Nazis get fucking killed? Know what I mean? We need more of that. We need more of that energy. See? How the fuck can you support Hassan, you white bread, milk toast, fuck ass, dumb shit? I hope you nothing but the worst, and I genuinely hope something terrible happens to you. Have a shitty day and choke on all the cocks you suck. Yes, I did just follow to tell you deserve nothing and even less. Blackjack, first of all, I don't follow him. He's my friend. No. I'm banning him. I'm talking to him. We don't need to do snap bans. Unban him. Listen, I think it's important to have conversations with people like this. Because ultimately, I just always ask, like, what is it about Hassan that triggers someone like that so badly? And ultimately, I think it's because I don't even know, man. Like, what are you that mad that he wants to get people health care? Are you that mad that he made money being a socialist? Like, I don't even understand what makes people so like violently angry. Ultimately, I think if people like that could just break out of whatever programming echo chamber they're in, they would realize, like, we're not your enemy, man. We're not your problem. There's so many problems people like that face on a daily basis, and we're not creating those issues. Honestly, the only issue that Hassan probably creates in that person's life is that their girlfriend is more attracted to Hassan than them, right? I'm sure there is a population of men who get upset when they find their girlfriend like on leftist TikTok and they're like, how did she get there? How did her algorithm get there? And then, you know what I mean? Like, I understand that. I'm sorry your girlfriend wants to fuck Hassan. Or your boyfriend. Probably both. But beyond that, like, dude, there's so many issues facing people right now, and like, we don't create those in your life, brother or sister. Also, can I say something? I'm going to say something. I'm not a political streamer. You really... Thank you, Kerfuffle. Thank you. Beyond me having some very reasonable takes about some things that I think are too important not to talk about, I don't talk politics, right? I am apolitical on this stream. And so this idea that, like, you cannot talk to or be friends with someone that has different political beliefs than you is so fascist. It's so scary fascist, man. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, I guess me being untrue, you are woke and gay. Okay, I am a little woke and gay. I don't know, man. Hassan lives in that person's head so rent-free that they came to scream at Hassan. When he wasn't live, they went down the directory and they were like, who else is associated with Hassan? They found me, who was, I don't know, talking about fucking robot pussy or drinking Coors Light. And they were like, hey, I'm about to unload on this guy. Part of the reason that I don't want to ban and I want to, like, at least try and talk to those people, though, is like they have to know it's like you don't bother us anymore.
Oh yeah, wow.
Like
that's very
we
cool.
are so
As a
burnt
trans
out
woman, you can
by
have my
people
Xbox when they send
constantly
me to the
attacking us
re-education camps.
for just being lefty white guys and like saying that we should die and stuff. Like you don't affect us anymore. I want to make that so clear. You know what I mean? Like the first time you jump out of a plane and you're like, oh my God. And then you see those guys that have been jumping out of planes
Your
for
best
like
friends
10
and GF
years
are literally
and their
leftists.
heart rate
What do
doesn't
they
even
think
go
is
up
going
anymore. That's us now, man. My pulse doesn't even change when someone's like, you deserve death. Like, all right, dude. Will admits he's a lefty. Oh my God, he admits it. You got me, bro. You got me. You finally caught me, sons of bitches. Wow. Fuck. There were no signs. For 5 years, I didn't leave a single breadcrumb. They are just sad and they want attention. I don't know, because that guy left immediately. I really do think some of them, beyond wanting attention, like in the same way that there's a population of people that like, Mexicans cause all of our problems. Jews are the reason that eggs cost more. I do think that there is like a demographic of people on the internet that really do attribute like actual problems to people like Hassan and I. Like they really think that we have made a meaningful detriment to their life by doing what we do, which is flabbergasting. It's like, guys, the dude you elected was raping children. Isn't that your whole thing? Wasn't that like, we're going to drain the swamp? No more business as usual. It's like, what do you want? What do you want, man? How can we make stuff worse? How can we fucking make your life worse, dude? We can't make your life any worse than what you're doing all to yourself. What the fuck? How about some health care?
a stud.
How about some healthcare?
Ballsy. I don't
Yeah,
take
go
no
ahead.
shit from anyone.
Been almost 2 years since I lost my mom. Your streams got me through a lot, but still struggling with how to feel about it. Any words on how to deal with loss?
Ooh. Loss, man. Loss. Oh. Loss. Yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't know anything about my lore, wow, this is gonna be a dense night. I wanted this to be a jovial Friday, and we got into I hope your life is terrible, and then someone's like, my family's dead. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's crash into it. I'm here for it. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know my deep lore, I've lost a lot of family members and friends. I lost 2 brothers, and that was really that was a lot. And grieving a loved one is something I wish you didn't, but you get better at it. I will say that it becomes easier and easier, which is a crazy thing to say. But I think when you lose those first few loved ones, there's 2 parts to it too. There's the immediate, like, oh my God, this person doesn't exist anymore. All the unsaid things, all the moments I won't have anymore. But then also there's this kind of element of like, I am going to die one day. This thing that I knew, but I secretly would not believe for my own mental, I have to believe because I'm faced with it. I am going to die one day. I cannot believe this. This is real. This is happening right now. My time is ticking down right now. And I think that can kind of create a mind frag. But ultimately, what you'll come to is that, I have to say that despite, not having a great show, Colbert has one of the great quotes where he said, what was it? What if not a blessing, what is like all of suffering in life? Basically, he's talking about like all of the most cruel things in life are actually a blessing. And I believe that. I think I remember that time that I went to go help my mom with her as like some of the most vivid moments of my life. Like I felt like color was brighter. I felt like I could taste food better. And ultimately, I think that is how you have to deal with loss or your own mortality, is you can use it to be even more present. And I think that's how you have to use it. You have to kind of just zone in on the fact that your time with people is temporary and your time is temporary. So don't waste it. And I think that leads to, I think the greatest piece of happiness advice I can give you is never take a sandwich for granted. I've said this before. Enjoy every sandwich. The Dalai Lama talked about like being happy is about your happiness equilibrium, right? It's not about your peaks or your valleys. It's not about when you're your happiest or your most depressed. It's kind of that baseline. And the more you can push that baseline up just a little bit, the better your days will be. So focus on the little things and really suck the marrow out of them. Enjoy the shit out of them. That, and if you have a family member that's passing, don't leave things unsaid. Even the weird shit. It's amazing. People towards the end of their life get this kind of crazy clarity where you can really have some profound conversation because they want to hear it. If someone is nearing the end of their life, they're done with small talk. If you have a family member that is dying, don't hit them with the nice weather we're having. They're like, I have limited time. You know what I mean? Hit them with that deep, crazy shit. Like, hit them with the, hey, there was one day that I was going to stab you. Like, get into it. Because they're ready to have those crazy, deep, prophetic conversations. And those are the ones you'll wish you had had. Colbert clip. Yeah, this is a great clip.
That you have learned to, in your words, love the thing that I most wish had not happened.
I remember.
You went on to say what punishments
This makes
of
me
God
want to
are
quit
not
my
gifts.
soul-sucking corporate job.
Do you really believe that?
Well, thank you, Quantum Folk.
Yes. It's a gift to exist. It's a gift to exist. And with existence comes suffering. There's no escaping that. And I guess I'm either a Catholic or a Buddhist when I say those things, because I've heard those from both traditions. But I didn't learn it that I was grateful for the thing I most wish hadn't happened, is that I realized it. Is that, and it's an oddly guilty feeling.
It doesn't mean you are happy.
I don't want it to have happened. I want it to not have happened.
Right.
But if you are grateful for your life, which I think is a positive thing to do, not everybody is,
Right.
and I'm not always, but it's the most positive thing to do, then you have to be grateful for all of it. You can't pick and choose what you're grateful for. And then, so what do you get from loss? You get awareness of other people's loss.
Well, that's true. Empathy.
Which allows you to connect with that other person.
Right.
Which allows you to love more deeply and to understand what it's like to be a human being.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's a great quote. I didn't love his late night show, but again, I have the understanding that not everybody is going to be like your Che Guevara. You know what I mean? I hope he goes back to doing the Colbert Report and gets a little bit more extreme, but I think he's a smart guy and he's had some great quotes, and that's one of them.
I got a real question for you.
Yes.
What's your take?
My take is that when they get rid of all the illegals in this country, white billionaires will then magically become generous and start paying people a living wage.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
Back when it was current, my girlfriend made me watch True Blood with her. It's basically a failed theater kid project, but I remember one quote, "There's a reason why the Buddhist monks say life is suffering. It doesn't mean you get to check out early."
I like that. Yeah, I mean, True Blood, the fucking in True Blood was great. The ending was just bad.
Because they inadvertently got rid of their excuse as to why they're not paying people.
100%
During
disagree.
the Hive Mind show back in the day. Hashtag Cumgate, that's the
Wow,
old shit right there.
Cumgate, what a throwback.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would they all of a sudden start paying?
Because it's the illegal aliens' fault. That's why.
Bill Burr is so fucking great, bro. You know what it is? Bill Burr grew up with all the righteous indignation of being like a Catholic Boston redhead. You know what I mean? His voice and delivery usually it's slurs. You know what I mean? It's usually like, "Hey, yeah, I had this fucking brown guy driving my cab. Didn't even know the name of the fucking roads." But instead of saying that horrible racist shit, he's like saying really based, incredible shit. And it's just funny. It's just always funny.
So once the problem
They need to come to this country the right way. The way my people came here.
on a boat?
Yeah, with flowers
fucking
and
pilgrim.
welcoming everybody. That's the way you do it.
You're pilgrim blooded, right?
I think, yeah, you go back and
This man does not know who Bill Burr is.
couple
He's
generations.
like, "Get this motherfucker off my subway."
Yeah, my people had a belt buckle right on the front of their hat. That's the way you do it.
Turkey boys, Thanksgiving boys.
That was the name of their gang. They were the Turkey Boys, yeah. That's what you do. You come here and then you murder everybody that's here, and then whoever's left, you try to enslave them, but they know the land too well, and then you go to Africa and you fucking bring a bunch of people over, have them do all the work. Torture, rape, that's the right way to
American
do
way.
it.
That's the
right
American way.
That's how you come here. You don't jump over a fence and start picking almonds in the Central Valley for $2
He's doing
a
a
month.
bit. You're doing a bit. We're on the train.
Huh?
He's doing a bit. I'm just
do
making
you
sure
mean?
everyone knows you're doing a bit.
Oh, wait, this is a serious show?
No, this is not a serious show. This is the stupidest show in the world.
Dude, Bill Burr doesn't even realize that the people in the train are listening to him and they're like, oh, this guy is fucking horrible. He doesn't even realize that, like, he might get punched in the face. And the host of this show is like, hey, man.
So I can't joke around?
We're joking. I'm just letting everyone else know that we're joking.
So you thought it was so not funny that you had to tell them that I was doing a joke?
I mean, a lot of people on this train are just going to work. We're two guys
Oh, look
sitting
at
here.
you, fucking lunch pail Larry over here.
A lot of these people are they're just trying to go to work.
You know, I read somewhere that Bill Burr at age 57, no offense,
Why would I be offended by that? At least I know what 4 seasons feel like.
the hotel. Oh,
No, you don't have spring and fall anymore. I had that for 40 years. There's the clip. There you go.
Bill on Fear End, I would move heaven and earth to make that happen.
some of your jokes are about how everyone is mad at everyone else right now. There's a time where people are mad at each other. This guy's mad at that guy's mad at this guy, and no one's mad at the right people.
Yeah, they have states hating other states. You know, people in red
Fuck Boston.
states don't like California. People in California don't like Texas. And like somewhere along the line, we missed that it's the United States, and that we're all on the same team. And I wish, you know, people had the time to travel more, because the thing that I've learned going to all 50 states and going around the world is like people, the people that are on this thing, right? Aside from this occasional crazy person, are cool. And all they, you know, they don't want, you know, a whole mountain of money. They want enough. They want to be happy, and they want to have enough money for food. They want to feel safe. It's a very simple wants. And these psychos at the top, they just get everybody all stirred up. This guy's causing riots in American cities. And, you know, there's people trying to get to their apartments and they're getting shot with rubber bullets. And we are so divided because of CNN and Fox News that as long as the bullets are going at the countrymen that are wearing the wrong tie, you somehow don't view them as on your team anymore. And it's a really dangerous time. It's really dangerous. And I don't think it's by accident. And I don't understand what they're doing. So I have faith, though, that through things like this and social media, you know, because you've seen it's brought down regimes around, you know, the world, that we can get on the same page. But one of the things, people will write things like, I will never forgive people that voted for Trump. And it's just like, well, now you just caused division.
Yeah.
You want to bring them over. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you also just voted for a guy that should have been in a fucking home. You know, he's on his back porch talking to himself. You know what I mean? You also did that. So it's like, we've all made mistakes. And it's just like, it's okay to be like, yeah, hey, I thought the guy was going to do this. Now he's doing that. You know?
I saw a great tweet the other day that said, I wish Joe Biden was alive to see this.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Yes.
I might be faded as hell, but I hope everybody has a wonderful night and a wonderful life, Nafsel.
Thank you so much.
Do you have any advice for a new dad?
Yeah, if any other parents try to say negative things, just don't listen
Jordan
to them.
wants
Like, oh man,
Nef evil blood for the blood god, Nef blood god.
Thank you so much.
buckle up, or wait till they get to this.
No tolerance for fascism. Yeah, I mean, what I would say is this. One thing I would say is this. Fascists, no tolerance, right? No tolerance. I agree. But you have to remember, some of these people are so fucking stupid that they don't even understand what they're doing is fascism. Like the people that are being controlled by the fascists, I have more sympathy for them than the fascists. Right? There are a lot of people in like Appalachia who are like, hell yeah, MAGA man. Fuck yeah. But they're also like half blind from drinking moonshine. And they're like the victims of the same system that you are. But they've just been fed propaganda that they bought. You know what I mean? They just might not have the same understanding or political acumen that you have. So to those people, I'm always willing to extend a olive branch and try and like deprogram a little bit. You know, and I think that's what Bill Burr is talking about. Bill Burr is not telling you to go hug Donald Trump, but maybe there's some neighbor you have who steals carburetors for a living, who maybe, you know, hey, Mitch, let me explain to you why you need health care.
That's
You know
what
what I
the
mean?
re-education camps are for people smile.
Age, and for some reason, people that have kids that are even a couple of months older than you, they feel like they're these authorities, and they always, more times than not, forecast something awful that's going to happen. It's amazing. The whole thing is awesome. You know, obviously you're tired and it's frustrating, that type of thing, but don't listen to anybody. You know, are they doing this yet? You know, do they know how to ride a bike and all of this? I had somebody one time was asking if my
Ignorance
kid
is
was...
the ladder by which fascism climbs. Right. Which is why fascism is working really hard to make people dumber. Which is why they're victims. There is a concerted effort to make people stupid. Open the schools. Open the schools.
Jumping yet? And I said no, and they were like my kid was never going to learn how to jump. You know what I mean? Like, it's like somebody created a chart to cause panic so people would bring him to a jumping specialist or whatever. They're just trying to vacuum money out of your pocket. So the only advice I would give you is people think they need a bunch of money to raise a kid and buy him all of this stuff. The biggest thing your kid needs is your time. That's the number one thing. They need your time.
I can give some of that.
Which is why I'm going nuts out here, because I'm 5 months into this fucking run, and I got to get home.
The jump to Broadway.
Yes.
Stand-up.
I actually want to hear about this. And he had the same reaction. Good question. He was so good in Glengarry Glen Ross. Watched it myself. I want to hear what he has to say about this.
I like that. I liked that. That was nice.
Thank you.
That was smooth.
What's the biggest challenge as a professional comedian and a guy that stands on stage telling jokes to a lot of people? Now you're standing on stage reciting lines to a bunch of people. How does that feel? What's different about it?
All right, well, I've done stand-up, standing in front of a crowd, and I've acted in some like TV and movie stuff. So I've done both. So it's kind of like a little bit like combining both of those worlds, where it was like I'm doing the acting thing, except I'm doing it in front of a crowd. The crowd is subconsciously telling you to speed up, slow down, you know, whatever. The information's coming too fast, we're into this. And then there's also doing the same scene night after night after night after night. There's the fear at first of, oh my God, what if I forget my lines, which happened a couple of times. So it's alive because you're afraid. But then once you get comfortable, then this complacency comes in, and then the scene isn't as good. So you have to like, sort of like jack yourself up to the right place every night. It brought what I loved about stand-up into acting. And I would 100% do it again if I could figure out a way to not be away from my family. So they've been coming for like 1 week a month, which has really been like my saving grace. And stand-up comedy has. So a lot of nights after I do the show is I go to the Comedy Village, PJ Lander's place, and I just do a set, and it's a nice sort of like come down rather than just going back to my empty apartment by myself. That's like pulling like the emergency brake. Right. You know, it was kind of fun to go down.
Doesn't Bill throw his material out every few years? I think it was him that said he doesn't want to be the one of those comedians who does the same bits forever. Yes. Even more often than every couple of years. Bill does a lot of new material. A lot. So I used to work at Laugh Victory, and I used to have friends that worked at Comedy Store. So I watched a lot of stand-up at one point in my life, and you would be shocked how many comedians do the same stand-up routine for years. Like, I remember the first time I saw a stand-up do the exact same set, like 15, 20 times in a row, I was like, that's crazy. That is fucking crazy. Who? Tim Allen. Tim Allen has done the same set at Laugh Factory since the 1980s. So I ran camera at Laugh Factory, and I remember he would come in, like, I think it was every Friday he would perform, and it was like, I'm not saying like same jokes. I'm talking about the exact same script down to the very word every week since like 1980. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, that's something that a lot of people don't know about stand-up. Also, that's kind of like why I fell out of love with stand-up. I still love improv, but I think improv is infinitely more impressive than stand-ups. Good stand-ups are great. I love good stand-ups. But good stand-ups, it's like really like a recited, it's way more recited than you think for a lot of stand-ups. There are some stand-ups that are just like off the dome, Harry Mack, audience interaction style the whole way. And it's incredible. It's improv isn't funny though. You've never been to a good improv show in your life with peace and love. You've never watched any improv.
You know, bomb a little bit. And, you know, it's not going so well, and then it's going well, and the excitement of something new, and it's just sort of like palate cleanser, as they say.
It's a wind down.
Let me put it this way. Every comedian that is a major actor in comedy films was an improv at one point. Every single one of them. Basically, 90% of every comedy movie you've ever watched
Improv is such a pure
has an
form of
actor
comedy. I love it.
from in it. Or Second City. Yeah.
Thank you. It's a wind down.
I want to do this portion called Takes on Takes.
Thank you so much for the raid, Caroline Kwan. Guys, I am wrapping up the stream soon because I'm going to a friend's going away party, so we'll finish this video and then we'll end. Thank you for the raid.
Where I ask you your take on other people's takes.
Okay.
Take some takes. Take some takes.
The bathroom and toilet should be separate.
The toilet.
Ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Will you think American Eagle will have one changing booth that's got the commercials on repeat and soundproofing with like a 5 minutes time limit? And travel size hand sanitizer and wet wipes. They could charge money.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, jerking off. Get it? Wink, wink, nudge, under the table poke. I'm talking about yanking your dick. Do I think Whose Line Is It Anyway sucks? No, but you just have to realize what Whose Line Is It Anyway? Whose Line Is It Anyway is improv for children. Whose Line Is It Anyway was improv for daytime television. So it's like some of the greatest improvs ever, but they're like making such a toned down version of what they're doing because it's like daytime TV. So I enjoy Whose Line, but it's like a very tame. If you go to like a Groundlings show, they are fucking wild, bro. They will say and do some crazy shit. Just don't go to like your college's improv group. You know what I mean? Don't go to like the wacky libs at Sand Hills Community College. You know what I mean? Like that's not going to be good improv. That's going to be people learning improv. Go to an actual improv theater. Go to Groundlings or Second City or Upright Citizens Brigade and have like pros blow your nips off.
I'm a stud.
Kristen Wiig goes and performs at the Groundlings like twice a year in LA, and it's
Improv
incredible.
comedy, what do you think of Comedy Bang Bang, the podcast?
I
Do you
love
think that's
Comedy
a good
Bang Bang.
introduction for people to get into improv? Me personally,
I
like
love
the
Comedy Bang Bang.
podcast.
Comedy Bang Bang, Comedy Bang, Comedy Bang Bang. The one episode where it's like the old timey producer and he keeps talking about getting the girls hooked on heroin is one of the darkest but funniest fucking episodes ever. Where he's like, listen, show business, it's all about the razzmatazz and the tap dancing and you got to get the girls hooked on heroin. And he's like, what? He's like, I'm talking about old Hollywood, baby. I'm talking about song and dance and performance and getting black tar heroin and getting the girls to do it so they get hooked and they love you and they come to you for your face. It's so fucked up.
It's in the bathroom.
No, in some places the bathroom, there's a washroom with a sink, and then there's a little water, like a...
I think I found it.
Mr. DeMello worked for the Rockettes at Radio City. So.
No, it's the in-person episode.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because you don't want the...
Yeah, you flush the toilet and all the God knows what.
The poopy dust.
The poopy dust, yeah.
It gets on your toothbrush.
Yes, yes.
100% agree.
The moon dust.
You like that?
I approve of that message.
You approve of that?
I approve
Okay.
of that message. That person's
Yo, it's
smart.
Billy Bitch Tits. Let's fucking go. I like that nickname. That's a new one. I'll take that.
Point of everything in life is to get laid.
Nah, too base, too base, too base.
No.
100%. I agree with this.
100%
Ever since I was a young man, from my haircut to my baggy pants to my skinny pants to my car with fucking sheepskin seats to the music I listen to.
I hope I never sleep with you then.
This is the flaw in your...
What a fucking myopic way to live.
You're not the universe.
But
just because you've lived your life that way, it doesn't mean that.
So what have you been
Thank you, Bill.
pursuing?
Happiness.
Like, when you were little, you were
Thank
like, I want to
you,
be.
Bill. God, he's so based. He fucking ate this guy. He almost ended this guy's career.
Happy you weren't like, I want to get laid?
When I was little, I wanted to Tonka truck. What the fuck kind of question is that?
Well, I mean, like 18.
What, you're walking around 5 years old with perverted. Oh, look at that over there.
Like when you're 18.
Hey, sweetheart.
when you're of age too.
Maybe you can keep me after class.
That was me. I mean, the minute I was...
The majority of my shit has been so people will leave me alone.
Yeah?
Which is so funny that I did this.
I think Rome is guilty of the original case of cultural appropriation. And the follow-up is that...
Fucking millennials, man.
There's Jesus everywhere in Rome, but Jesus never went to Rome. They're the first ones that said, you know, Jesus, let's put paintings and
I'm
sculptures
going to have to say
everywhere.
that's above my pay grade. I don't know enough about history.
That's what I said.
I'll tell you one of my favorite one is when I go to England and they go like, people over there, they're like, Roy, what's wrong with America? I'll tell you what's wrong with it. You fucking started it. That's what's wrong with it. And you go around the world, any place, if there's a country that's fucked up, there's a 90% chance that England was there. And they treated the lighter skinned people a little better than the darker skinned. They stirred them all fucking up. They were the original England.
Rome stole from the Greeks first. Guys, stole culture from the Greeks. They didn't have television. Bro, if you knitted a fucking tapestry that was above the midline, that was fucking news, bro. What are we talking about? Stole culture from the Greeks. There was nothing else going on, man. Plumbing? What do you think? The Romans just aren't going to do that? Wait, so you're telling me I don't have to live with my shit? No, it takes the shit away. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that because it's cultural appropriation, but it's a cool idea. What are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? It's not braids.
Is the original CNN and Fox News. They got them all fucking killing each other. That's what it is.
They're the original
Not
agitator.
realizing they're all on the same team.
Where are you going right now?
I don't know. Where am I going?
What are you doing on Wall Street?
Going to Wall Street?
Trading stocks?
I'm visiting my white bros down there, man, so we can fucking talk to the lizard people.
Well, Bill, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show.
All right. I hope
Thank
I
you
didn't
for joining
fuck
us.
this up.
I don't think you did.
You didn't?
I have a
Okay.
great editor.
Oh, you
Hell yeah. All right. This is the episode.
Bring out the girls. Get out there.
This is the episode.
In your soldier suit, that's just for daddy. Beautiful, sexy dancing girls. That's the best part of the show.
Reggie, you ever seen the Rockettes?
Yeah, Herbie Hancock.
I don't know what he's talking about. But look, I spend a lot of time getting very personally involved in that aspect of the show.
Do you?
I tell him, get out there in your soldier suit. That's just for daddy. Sometimes also you make yourself her candy man. You get her hooked on heroin, and you become her sauce, and then she'll do anything. You tell her to, well, that's not bad. I mean, that's show business, right?
Not as I've experienced it, but...
Okay. I don't know what kind of show business
She's so perfect in this. She's so perfect in this, bro.
TV and film star.
The one I'm in, sometimes
Amy
you gotta
Poehler in the Amy Poehler wig to look like Amy Poehler, saying that's not show business as I've experienced it. Is so, dude.
Done heroin.
Improv is king. Come on.
Sometimes also you make yourself her candy man. You get her hooked on heroin, and you become her sauce, and then she'll do anything. You tell her to, well, that's not bad. I mean, that's show business, right?
Not as I've experienced it, but...
Okay. I don't know what kind of show business she's in.
TV and film star.
The one I'm in, sometimes you gotta get the girls hooked on heroin.
Mr. DeMello, we should probably just get to the real reason why you're here. You have a new production that you want to talk about?
Fine with me. Happy to, of course. I'm here to promote it. Folks, we're putting on a production of the story of the puppet come to life, Pinocchio.
Oh, what a great story.
It's a beautiful story.
Well, now that to me, it sounds more like a family production.
This production is a little bit different from the way you might have seen it before because we put a little something in there for Daddy.
Oh, not something for Daddy.
It opens with we meet Geppetto, okay? And Geppetto is making sexiest marionette show in all of Italy. And he's working hard on there, and then he falls...
The sexiest marionette show in all of Italy.
He's working hard on there, and then he falls in love with her. And he gives, sexiest marionette show in all of Italy. And he's working hard on there, and then he falls in love with her. And he gives, he starts dry humping her on stage. Just a laugh for the kids.
That doesn't sound like comedy to me. It sounds like when I was a kid, I'd be uncomfortable.
So anyway, they dance and they have fun and they explore each other's bodies. And some of the tops fall off because it's just flimsy doll clothes. That would happen. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't designed to move with their bodies, so that's just realistic.
Mr. DeMello,
Amy Poehler trying not to laugh as he is doing the scummiest character ever.
Sound like comedy
Watch
to me. It
Amy
sounds like
Poehler.
when I was a kid, I'd be uncomfortable.
So anyway, they dance and they have fun and they explore each other's bodies. And some of the tops fall off because it's just flimsy doll clothes. That would happen. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't designed to move with their bodies, so that's just realistic.
Mr. DeMello, I'm afraid that this is not the kind of production that I want to be advertising on
Can
my
I
show.
tell you how the show ends?
Yes, please tell me how it ends.
Folks, if you come to the show, bring a little extra money with you. Because if there's one of these marionettes you want to spend a little more time with,
all right.
So come on down to the production.
No, please.
Come on down to
do not come to the production
where you get to pull the strings.
Oh, please, Mr. DeMello.
You know what I mean by that?
We'll be right back.
You get to bang one of these girls.
No, we got it. Please.
That's what I mean.
I'm sorry.
Where you get to pull the strings.
You're watching.
And then there's something in there for Daddy. No, not something for Daddy. Bro, God. Comedy Bang Bang was so fucking funny. Comedy Bang Bang. Bang, comedy bang bang, a comedy bang, comedy bang bang, a comedy bang, comedy bang bang.